Welcome back, everybody. Today we got another Kevin Samuels classic. And trust me, this one goes left fast.
850. Call it first name.
Hi. Good evening, Mr. Samuels. My name is Olive.
Hi, Olive. How are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm new to your channel, and I agree everything what you're saying. I am a baby mother. I am a Caribbean background, and I have education on my background, and I was raised in both parents in the household.
How old are you?
The reason why I am 30.
And the reason why you had a child is what?
So we were engaged, and I was still at the time trying to complete my engineering.
Oh, you were in the chat room.
I sent my
You were in the chat room.
Yes, that's me.
Okay, man.
That is
okay,
correct.
you got. Hold on, listen. You're the one I spoke to and said you, for whatever reason, you decided to have a baby before you had the wedding. That's what happened.
No,
You had a baby before you had the marriage. And how old is the child?
Okay, I do get a condom.
How old is the child?
He's now 7.
Okay.
He's now
so
7.
you were 23, right?
Correct.
So you were not 14 or 15. You weren't a baby. You knew these things. Why didn't you wait till marriage?
Well, that was the intentional goal.
But no, ma'am. There's no intentional if you're having unprotected sex. You're an engineer. You know how this works.
I don't want to go personal.
Unless you're saying you were using contraceptives, you're on the pill and he was using the condom and both forms failed.
Right. The pills didn't work, but the condom didn't work. Okay. So I don't believe in abortion.
Okay, hold on. You were using condom and the pill.
No, I cannot use the pill. It didn't agree with me. The bleeding consistently didn't.
What do you mean, the condom or the birth control?
The birth control. So we used the condom.
Okay, so you could not use the Norplant, the patch. There are all kind of things. You don't have to just hold on, man. Listen, engineer. Listen, engineer. I know you practice your sob story, but let's talk tech. You build stuff in a way to where it can hold up to multiple failures. If your pregnancy routine was stress tested, it would have been a week. You had one form of protection. How effective are condoms? What percentage? In the 70s. In the 70s. So that means that there's a 1 out of 4 chance, roughly, for a condom to break. You weren't trying to you weren't doing everything you could do to avoid pregnancy. That's the net of it.
Okay.
And then you say you didn't believe in abortion. Okay. Why didn't you guys get married upon the finding out you were pregnant? Because he was your fiance, right?
He wanted. Yes.
Okay. Why didn't you guys go to the courthouse that day?
That's what we were supposed to do. And on the day of that, he just had a psychotic break because we both came from a broken home, and I was not trying to do that.
So let me get this right. How long were you guys together?
We were like almost 2 years.
So you were together 2 years. Everything's hunky freaking dory. Then the day you get pregnant.
Not always, no.
Oh no, but the way you told the story, everything was okay. The condom failed, and the day you were supposed to go to the courthouse, then all of a sudden he became Hannibal Lecter. He hulked out, and what happened?
You're fast forwarding, and I didn't say.
Well, I said, why didn't you guys? I said when you found out you were pregnant, why didn't you guys go to the courthouse and get married? And you said that's what we were supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you find out you're pregnant on a Tuesday, it don't take very long to get to the courthouse and file that. It don't take long.
I know that, but he didn't want to do that for whatever reason. He had his conceptions of why he didn't want to get married.
Okay, so let me stop you right there, ma'am. Let me stop you right there. But he was your fiance.
Correct.
But he didn't want to get married after finding out his fiance was pregnant?
Yes, it was more to the
Oh
story.
no, ma'am. I just need I get there's always more to the story. I need the structure.
Right.
You're saying
He
that you
just
guys are
didn't
together
want to.
2 years.
He cracked.
Okay. Well, then why'd you have the man who's cracked baby?
I mean, a man. You can see a man. They can act all tough all they want.
I didn't
but
ask
when
you,
they
ma'am.
first
I'm
have a
asking
first child,
you a
they can
question.
tell who's the
Ma'am,
man.
you were together for 2 years. You found out you got pregnant. He didn't want to go through with the marriage. That's red flag. Why didn't you terminate the pregnancy
Right.
or put the child up for adoption?
Because I grew up with the whole value. Like, I don't believe in divorce, and that
Right.
would
So
affect
I
me
get it, ma'am.
afterwards.
So here's the thing.
So,
I get it. And I'm not saying that's what you should have done, but here's the thing. You take everything that comes with that. Because that's the man you picked.
right.
This is the man you picked. And here's the thing. Why would anybody want to why would a high value man want to deal with that? Why would a high value man want to insert himself in this situation?
Well, he's not in. He doesn't want to be in the picture, and I don't come here looking for a man to fill up my pockets up of money or whatever. I'm coming here.
Why would
bringing
okay,
value
ma'am?
and building.
Why would the father of the child, is he still alive?
Yes, he's still alive, and he
Why
just
would
needs to
why would a
heal.
man want to marry a woman with a crazy baby daddy?
Okay, but he don't want to be around.
Why would a man want
So
to? Why again? Ask yourself. Stop talking about why your story makes sense, and ask yourself, why would a man want to marry a woman with a crazy baby daddy who had a psychotic break and went violent? Why would he want to do that? Much less a high value man. That's what I'm talking about. High value men. Engineer. Why would anybody want to do that? See, what you're not trying to understand is your situation is dangerous. That's who you chose to reproduce with, man. Sorry, that's just the net of it. And it would be and the man would be a fool to walk around and build himself into something and then get with a woman who has a psychotic, crazy ex.
I don't think so. Because
Okay, okay. So tell me about your fiance.
So he's not a matter at this moment.
He's what?
So I am building up. He's not a matter, meaning
he's not a matter of what?
He's not a matter. I mean, he's not something that is going to be like want to come in and interfere with.
I don't understand what you're saying. Do you have a fiance right now?
No, I do not.
That's what I asked you. Do you have a boyfriend right now?
I'm dating, yes.
But you don't have a committed relationship. Exactly. See, I'm getting all the way to the end. I don't look here, ma'am. I'm asking you the simple thing of it. Single baby mamas can be side chicks. Baby mamas can.
I'm not a side chick.
Okay, whatever. Baby mama can be wives of what we're talking about, ma'am. That's the program. And you asked the question, is there any hope for you? And I told you not to. Let's go back to the question you asked. And I gave you the answer. You just don't like it.
No, I do, but I'm watching your channel and I'm hearing.
Okay.
And you're not saying about the women who are.
I'm not saying what about the women. I'm not saying about the what. I'm not saying about the women. Hold on, don't overtalk me.
The baby.
Hold on. Who you think you're talking to? What you mean? You trying to overtalk me because you screwed your shit up? I swear to God, these people. Super chat, Olivia, God's gift. I'm 30, single mom, one child. I work for a tech company, in college, completing an engineering degree, seeking to be married. Seeking to be married. Seeking to be married. My son's father, who I was engaged to, became violent and had to leave. What can you advise me on that? That's what I'm doing. This is the woman that's on the phone. And what she keeps trying to tell me is how her situation is just, it's just different. All right, it can be different all you want to. But like it or not, man, why would a man want to marry into this? See, that's what you mean. Ladies, you never think about this. It's all on what you want. And then when you get pressed, you start getting heated. So let's do it this way. If you can calm yourself down, I'll unmute you. Are you
I
calm
am
now?
calm.
Okay, good.
I was
Hold on.
always,
First off, don't talk to me, man. Please don't do that. That's always going to be a non-starter. You're 30, right?
yes, I am.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
Dress size?
I'm a 9.
How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
145.
Okay. You want to be married. That's what your super
Correct.
chat said. How much? Uh, and you said you're an engineer. What kind of engineer?
Civil engineer.
Civil
But
engineer.
I'm going to school. And I'm in the entry position in my
Okay.
the
So
tech
when you
company.
become an engineer, you're going to be making high 5 figures, low 6 figures.
Mhm.
What man who's making that? It's a high value man. Why would he want to marry a woman with this going on?
Because he will see my character that then shows
Okay.
the tragedy I had in my
No,
past.
no,
And he
no, it's
doesn't,
not, ma'am, because it's not in
my
your
son
past.
is
It's
not
not in your
rude. Like,
past. It's not in your past, ma'am, because your son's father is still alive. Are you saying when's the last time does he see his child regularly?
no, he doesn't want to see him.
Okay. When was the last time he seen his son?
I brought to him to the family to try to make him see his
When was the
son
last time
like
he saw
earlier
his
this
son?
year.
Okay, when's the last time he saw his son?
I would believe that was in February.
So, and what about the time before that?
No, he wasn't. He didn't see him.
Okay, so have you gotten your child, your son, any counseling or therapy for the impending daddy issues that are there?
Yes.
Okay,
Please,
see,
right
so
now.
I need you to understand something, ma'am. Your relationship past with your baby daddy is chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
Your child is in therapy. And there's no financial support for this kid. So that means a man is going to have to come in and pay his portion for his wife and this other child. Why?
There is
Listen,
financial
ma'am, you
support.
answer my, see, you don't want to hear it. Best of luck, ma'am.
I do.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Because you have fucked your situation up and now you're trying to fix it. And the reality of it is ugly. The situation is ugly. Are you gorgeous?
Yes, I am.
Really? Cam up.
No, I'm not kidding.
Exactly. See, gorgeous women don't have these problems.
Oh, I do. I am gorgeous.
Yeah, of course you are.
I
She's
am.
just you're gorgeous. They're all gorgeous. And let me guess
You're
right.
a
Let me guess
statistic,
right. You
bitch.
also got
You're a
engaged this
statistic.
week, right?
Shut the
Too.
fuck up.
You got engaged this week too, you fat bitch. See, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you made such a mistake of your life and you're going to take it off on me. Again, you can't make this up. Ma'am, you can take your little angry ass off to wherever you are and cry and lick your own tears. You screwed this situation up. No one wants to deal with this. Again, get mad. This is what you get. Shut the fuck up. I'm overweight and I'm gorgeous. The delusion is real. See, when you start talking about children, women like this get angry that they know they have put themselves in an untenable position. And it's supposed to be my problem, our fault. No, ma'am. You ask for advice and you don't want to hear it. So I knew, keep pushing, and eventually she's going to snap. And she did. Fuck you, shut the fuck up. Right. She mad. Again, ladies, understand something. Men with options don't see this woman. Who honestly thinks this woman is gorgeous? And here's the other side of it. Even if you were, it's still a mess. That boy is going to have issues. Why would somebody want to come in and underwrite this mess? Sons with father issues and having stepfathers come in. There's so many things wrong with this situation. And the fact that she's angry that somebody is pointing it out to her and not relenting. I'm not backing off and saying, well, yeah, okay. I'm saying, no, ma'am. Nope. That's bad. Well, no, you're supposed to feel sorry for me. It's not about feeling sorry, ma'am. It's about the reality is you want a man who's going to be in the top 10%, top 5% of men. And why would they want you? I swear to goodness. So understand something, ladies. When men are talking about what's going on in the dating scene and these unrealistic women, and y'all like, well, what about the men who did this? What about the men who did that? What do we got here? We had a woman on earlier who was with a dude for 4 years, had a baby inside the first year. And then when she found a man equally yoked, she wanted to play games with him. For the women who think I'm harsh, do any of the women that I've spoken to sound like they give a darn about these men? The first woman who came on talking about her boyfriend. The one talking about my mom was a single mother, then a baby mama, and then this. Talking about her boyfriend not even wearing a ring and that's supposedly her fiance. Then the next woman. I just take the calls that call in. At some point, we got to start saying where, if we're going to have relationships or a community, how are men supposed? Here's the question for the women who think I'm harsh. How are the men supposed to pick from this? How are the men supposed to pick from this? They all know why they want a high value man, because they want a high value lifestyle. They just want his money. They want his money and his resources. And we're getting to the point to where now women just ask the question. That's what I want. Mm-hmm. Are you even qualified to do anything? Can you help them? Nope. I'm not an A+ wife. I'm a C student and I want to get into Harvard. Why? Because I want the shirt. I want the shirt and I want to go to the games and the association. But you didn't do the work yet, but I still want the shirt. Do you realize what a lot of women, maybe not you, but do you realize what so many women are telling men? Mary J. Blige said it. Take me as I am or have nothing at all. It's like men are saying, no, I don't want this. You've gone out and given your years, your youth, fertility, your womb to a dude that wasn't even your husband, and then you want me to come by and pay a premium for it? Really? That's why I let that go for a minute. Oh yeah, I got time for a few more calls. That's why I let that go for a minute, because I realize I'm having more people join. All men are looking for is an acknowledgement from women that you made some mistakes. Men want women who have made mistakes to acknowledge they've made mistakes. Stop walking around like butter won't melt in your mouth and you're some queen, goddess, mother. No, you've made mistakes. Come in here humble. I mean, this is why these women, you're going to love, honor, and obey. I ain't going to obey nothing, submit to nothing. Somebody asked me to do a video on women who were going from that strong, independent mindset, trying to become FBI, and they're struggling with that. But at least these women are trying. These women over here just basically say, I just want you, just give me the money, dude. Just give me the money and you can have access to my body when I deem it necessary. And then these are the men that if they decide to say nothing, or if they decide to go marry out, go marry a white girl, go marry a Latino, an Asian woman, a Middle Eastern, then all of a sudden they self-hate and they don't like, they don't. Well, what do you want? What do you want them to do? What do you want these men to do? We're talking about the men, not the Dusties and the Crusts. We're talking about the men who are the hardworking, high value guys. Understand that these women over here want these guys' resources, but they don't. Have you heard any of them say, you know what? I've gone, I know I made some mistakes, man. I got myself some counsel, got myself together. I'm keeping my body. I'm in the gym. I'm keeping it tight and fit. So at least he's going to have a pretty attractive wife. I've gone to cooking class. I've done this. I've done that. Have you heard anything to say, I'm trying to prep myself to make myself a worthy prize for a catch? I'm trying to make myself a worthy prize for a catch, knowing that I've already made some mistakes. Instead, you're hearing just rank out entitlement, arrogance, delusion.
This is where Kevin's question becomes difficult to ignore. She's 30, has a 7-year-old child, describes the situation with her child's father as chaotic, and says she's already seeing another man, but there's still no commitment. On top of that, she says the father isn't really in their lives, yet she acknowledges that he last saw their son in February. And Kevin asks the question that a lot of men are probably thinking. Why would a high-value man voluntarily step into all of this? Look, having a child or a complicated past doesn't automatically make someone undateable. But when a man is considering a serious relationship, he's not just evaluating the woman. He's evaluating the entire situation that comes with her. How involved is the father? Is there unresolved drama? Is the relationship stable? What kind of responsibility would the new man be taking on? And that's where I want a high-value man becomes a much bigger conversation. A successful man has choices, and he can decide whether he wants peace and stability or a situation that comes with uncertainty and complications. The engineering degree and career ambitions are positives, but Kevin's point is that credentials alone don't erase relationship baggage. At the end of the day, high standards work both ways. If you want a man with options, you have to understand that he also has the option to walk away.